Okay, we're live again.
Uh,
So hopefully everything is fixed. I don't know what happened there. I just got to pull up the different chats, Jack, because I wanted to get back on the air as soon as possible. So all the stuff I would normally do in the background, I'm now doing live because it's wonderful content. You know,
yes. Well, this is the hardest job in the world.
hardest job in the world. That's what I've been told. All right. So I don't even know what we were talking about, which is fine because that last thing that I brought up was just some dude being an idiot. And I don't know, Jack. I don't know how to take these morons. You know what I mean? When you're faced with seriously, is there anybody in America who would actually prefer to live in China? And
I don't know.
if you know anything about China, would you rather live there? I don't know how you can be a rational human being and have the thought like, yeah, I'd rather live in the authoritarian regime. At least there's no war that I'm not even a part of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just comes off as what's the word? Retarded. Okay. So Jack, I'm gonna need, if you have them, I need the videos that you had sent me.
Yes, I'm working on that right now.
Including the Harry Sisson one, because I meant to watch that right after or between Johnson and Hakeem.
That's the Harry Sisson one.
Cool beans. Let's get that up on the screen. I really should ask the audience, are we better, guys? Where was the song? Jack sang you guys a song earlier.
That's probably what fucked up our audio. They thought we were leaving.
He sang Danger Zone for you guys.
Danger Zone.
There you go. There's another one. How dare you? How dare you? All right. So, Harry Sisson losing his bitch mind over a poop meme, Jack.
Yeah.
Yes, better. Good. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know what that was, but anyway, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Donald Trump attacked me on social media last.
Donald Trump didn't make it. Donald Trump does not sit at home with Grok video making memes. People send them to him, and if he likes them enough, he'll retweet them out. I don't know if Donald Trump even knows who Harry Sisson is. Maybe he caught your scandal where you were trying to bang all those chicks, you know, being the good male feminist that you are, lying to him about being, you're my one and only. It's the only masculine thing you've ever done, and you actually took the toxic traits. All right.
Last night. That's right. He posted this really gross AI video where I'm included, and you just have to see for yourself.
Wait. Are you included, or was he attacking you? Because those are two different things.
Very different things.
Donald Trump came after me, you guys.
Believe it's real. Take a look.
He's playing it with the sound. God damn you, Harry.
Well, he's desperate for content, so.
I'm very nervous about. We got struck. Not struck. A video got copyright claimed like 3 days ago from October 2023.
It took him that long to get to it.
Do you remember the video of the dog going crazy having fun in a water fountain and somebody trying to get them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that video got claimed.
That's wow. That nickel you're gonna make off it the next 5 years was important to them?
Apparently. I just cut it out. I didn't even give a shit.
Oh, wait, this is the perfect time to do my quartering impersonation. Guys, we're under attack from the left-wing activists. You got to give us money. Like, share, subscribe. Anything you could give would be great because we're fighting the left.
Children think everything is about them. That's fair. All right. I turned off the sound completely. I doubt he's saying anything important. He doesn't even seem to be talking. Yeah, there's the poop. Oh, look. Oh, my God. On my head? Oh, no. Huh? What? I love his facial expression. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, he's like morally offended at a poop joke. Like, dude, grow up.
Like, oh, my God. You know what he should do?
You get
Hey,
a
Harry.
sense of humor and a vagina.
Well, if he was going to be a man, yeah. But since he's not,
Oh, yeah.
go out to a bar tonight and tell a woman, hey, I'm the guy in that video that had shit dropped on his head.
By the president.
By the president. Go use this to get some tail, man. Go get some strange. Okay, so we're back to him talking.
Real post by the president of the United States. As soon as I saw that video, I responded to it by saying, that plane wouldn't have made it off the ground with your fat ass in the pilot's seat.
Oh, what a witty comeback. Oh, watch with that edge there, edgelord. Oh, you're going to cut somebody.
Your response to the joke video is that plane wouldn't have been able to fly because you're too fat.
That's the pedantic nonsense that you get from leftoids. That's why people say the left can't meme.
You
'Cause
didn't
that's
even
your
make
response.
you didn't even make a good fat joke.
Yeah, that's just lazy. That, oh my God, it's so pathetic. This guy, like, these humorless people have no concept of how it works.
This is what happens when kids don't grow up with mama jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
He has no ability to come back from one. Your answer should have just been, my mic didn't cut out. I'm saying silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be like, whatever. That's the actual response to that video. That whatever.
Yeah, that'd have been the cool guy response, but like chess club nerds have better retorts than this.
The plane wouldn't have been able to fly. I get you were trying to make a joke, Harry. It's just sad that that's you trying to make a joke. We've all made bad jokes before.
Yeah, but that's embarrassingly bad.
You posted this. You made a video highlighting your own bad joke.
You guys won't believe the witty retort I gave to the president. No kings.
And not just that, Jack. I immediately said this. I didn't even have to put thought into it. No shit.
Yeah, well, that shows. Also, why do you sit around and wait for the president to talk about you? That's weird.
This is over a poop joke. All right.
And I stand by that. I mean, look, if this doesn't prove to you that Donald Trump is a complete and total loser, I don't know what will.
Okay, look.
You're so uncool, Harry.
If you want to say what the president did is childish, okay, retweeting this, okay. Unpresidential, I could give you that one.
Yeah.
But a complete and total loser, and you posted your own really bad I show you guys my comebacks from time to time, but that's because they're funny. I'm a humorous person.
Yes. Sadly for Harry, he is not.
If this doesn't show you he's a loser, you probably like girls.
That's so gay.
He's posting AI videos of himself in a crown, dropping feces on the American people in the middle of the night. What I just described.
That is the daytime, sir.
Oh, he's talking about when the president posted it.
Yeah, but look, if he's going to be pedantic, so am
Fair.
I. His sentence structure indicated that the video took place at night.
True, you're not wrong about that. Absolutely. Okay.
I will grammar Nazi this bitch.
Again, the president, worst case scenario, was being childish in the middle of the night. You are freaking out about the president being childish in the middle of the night. Which one of those is more pathetic?
Right? Plus, Trump's funny.
Yeah.
Harry's not. And he's doing the Steve Shives butthole lips thing. You need to hit play or something.
No, I'm going to leave that up for a second.
Oh, that's gonna bother me.
I get it. You're trying to look like a man, and you've never had a good example of that in your life.
His mama says he's a man.
But all you have done is shown your audience this video and given people like us a chance to laugh at you for being a thin-skinned puss.
Yeah.
To you is somebody who is mentally unwell. It's just what it is.
If you make poop jokes, you're mentally unwell.
Oh, it's so edgy. Oh,
Third graders are mentally unwell.
Cartoons do better poop jokes. Come on, dude. Grow up. Calm down. It's just a joke.
Poop jokes are mentally unwell. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of toilet humor, Jack, because I get grossed out by it.
Yeah, it's because it's gross.
It's gross, yeah. But I get why people laugh at it.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not a sign of being mentally unwell to laugh at that video. Not being able to laugh at it or not being able to just move on like whatever. That's a sign of being mentally unwell, homie. You are so up your own ass about this.
Yeah, there's a phrase we used to use back in the old timies of the 90s, and it was lowbrow.
Yeah.
It's lowbrow humor. It's like slapstick Stooges stuff. Is it gut-bustingly hilarious to everyone? No. But even the lowest common denominator can laugh at a fart joke. Let it go, Harry. It makes you look like a pussy.
In defense of Trump, I offer a doctor who, quote, "What's the point of being a grown-up if you can't be childish sometimes?" I stand by that. Look, I am nobody to call anyone else childish when it comes to my sense of humor.
Yeah, I mean, you can point out they're childish, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing unless they do it all the time.
A lot of jokes I laugh at are childish in nature, and that's part of the fun of them. A lot of the things I say are childish in nature.
But that's the fun.
The problem here is his inability to either move along or laugh.
Yeah,
and
well,
I get why he wouldn't laugh at this. I mean, he is featured in the video. I mean, they used a clip from him video. Look at me in this crowd. Yeah, you're one of a whole bunch of morons. Good job, I guess. Yay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see why he's offended because, he's a thin-skinned bitch.
Well, yeah.
But to make a video about it and highlight your unfunny comment,
right,
dude, that's just sad. This is sad. Like, go outside, make a real life friend.
Mentally unwell. This is something they've been trying to push with Trump. He's mentally unwell. I mentioned the Olbermann thing in part 1 of this video.
Yeah.
Where Olbermann's like, can we use this to get him committed? And he says involuntarily committed. Like, what the other option is you're going to go to Trump, show him the video that he posted and be like, you want to go to the asylum now, right?
It'll be the best asylum ever.
Americans use a lot of unnecessary words.
That's just bad education mostly. Like when people say you yourself, that's redundant.
You don't have to have somebody voluntarily committed. So involuntarily would be anyway. They're trying to push this, and it's because they know Biden wasn't there. They know they spent 4 years defending a man who didn't even know he was president. I mean, they literally had to put pictures showing him where to walk.
Yeah. In
his speeches. And they're like, no, Trump is the one who's mentally unwell because we don't like what he's doing.
And he's
we never called Biden mentally incapacitated because he came out and said he was for raising taxes on the rich people. We would call him that because he'd come out and go, I'm for raising taxes. The thing, well, anyways.
And then he tried to shake hands with the ghost and
Yeah.
tried to figure out where he was supposed to walk off the stage at.
These idiots are doing it with Trump over memes and policy decisions they don't like.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway.
7 million Americans, including myself, just got out there and protested against Donald Trump, and his administration's response is a shitty AI video.
I see what you did there. A shitty AI video. Pope.
If I thought he did that on purpose, I'd give him credit for it.
Yeah.
I don't think he did.
No, he's not smart enough. And he's definitely not witty enough.
In my tweet where I said I don't even know how to deal with this crap, I was using a pun. He is not smart enough to use a pun.
No. Puns. Oh, that is so immature, monkey. Oh,
Right?
Yeah, I think the Democrats are doing pretty good. There's so much more I can say.
You think the Democrats are doing pretty good because Trump posted a meme?
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me about this is that I know that there's going to be people who follow this moron unironically, who aren't doing it hate watching or stuff, and they're going to be, yeah, he's right. That does show the Democrats are winning.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're right about that. But I don't know. This is just sad.
All right.
Say about this. I made a long form video on my YouTube and my Spotify show. Link in bio if you want to hear more from me about this. But like,
I kind of do, if I'm being honest.
Can you imagine him talking for like an hour and a half about this fucking meme?
I didn't even know Harry had a YouTube channel.
Oh, really? I knew that. I just don't pay any attention to him. I didn't know he was on Spotify.
Well, Spotify's easy. All you have to do is send the file over there. It's pretty easy. They attacked me. It's a 10-minute video. They attacked me. 14,000 views. Trump just attacked me again as term collapses. Well, Jack, we will get to your other videos in just a moment. I have to see the long form of this because I thought it was bad in the short form. You made a bigger video about this? Why?
Because he's a pussy. Oh, hey, Eagle. Don't forget JD Vance's response to Harry. Oh, yeah, Vance responded to it. I guess he's in Israel right now.
Uh-oh.
What?
Is he bending the knee to the Jews?
Oh, naturally. That's what like a third of my X feed is people saying, I wore shills for the Jews.
It bothers me that this video starts with Harry's O-face.
It should. Maybe Fuentes is over or Destiny.
Okay.
all right, folks, check this out. Just when you thought the story surrounding Donald Trump attacking me on social media couldn't get any worse, it does, because I...
Okay, Donald Trump doesn't know who you are, retard.
Just when you thought the story of him attacking me couldn't get any worse. I'm gonna be honest with you, Harry. The only thing I can imagine is it getting worse because it's a non-fucking story.
Yeah, they're trying so desperately to make this a thing. Look, fetch is not going to be a thing.
You might as well have said, if you think the story of me eating cereal couldn't get any worse, it did. I had 2 bowls.
Have you noticed, like, every time you pause it, he has like a childlike expression on his face.
It's because he's
or
a child.
something creepy. Yeah, he talks like a child does, which is probably what the appeal is for some of these women.
If Harry keeps well, you're not wrong about that. If Harry keeps going, he's going to turn into Hassan, somebody who came up as when they were a bit younger and never quite grows out of it.
Yeah.
Say what you want about DeFranco, but at least he he kind of grows out of his childishness on YouTube, which that is, in my opinion, to his detriment.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's trying to do a more grown-up thing, and I can at least respect that. If he was still, putting titties in every one of his thumbnails, be like, really? It's been 10 years, bro.
I honestly
you haven't changed at all.
I attribute that to the fact that DeFranco got married.
He had changed up quite a bit in the kind of content he did before he got married. He might have been dating her at that time, and it's hey Harry, instead of just banging nasty hoes, go find an actual woman.
Yeah, you really think some girl's going to commit to this tard?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrifying.
I mean, he'll catch a charge eventually from it, but yeah.
I guess Trump and his MAGA buddies called for backup. They needed some support. They were losing the online battle, and that backup.
What is he talking about? Somebody else came up with this video. It's not Trump's.
He needed backup because he's losing the battle. That's why I'm making a second video about how offended I am at it.
Yeah, like Trump has no idea who you are, Harry. He doesn't care.
Happens to be the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. He mentioned me by name on social media today, piling on with the other MAGA freaks.
Was it in response to you losing your shit over this?
Probably. Somebody sent Vance the video, and he's like, oh, that's a little retard at the front of the crowd in that video. And then he's like, I'm going to make fun of him.
Yeah.
Mocking me, mocking people who were at the No Kings protest.
He rolls his eyes when he says mocking me. What kind of weird? You're a weirdo, dude.
I mean, look, these guys are truly pathetic. They're the president and vice president of the United States, and they're more interested in Twitter beef than they are actually leading the country. But
Harry, like that big peace deal that they just did.
JD probably went to sit down to take a dump, and he pulled up his phone, saw that, and wanted to laugh at you.
Oh, no, I guarantee you it was while he was on the plane to Israel.
Oh, probably, yeah.
He had nothing better to do. So he's sitting around playing on X or watching videos, catching up on emails and shit. Somebody sent him the video. They're like, check out this loser crying. And he's like, I'm going to tweet about this.
That's not exactly a surprising revelation. I think we've kind of known that by now for a little while at least. So look, I want to show you JD Vance's response to me. Before I do so, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me tell you, there's an influx of them already. I think and JD video. Truth Social. Let's just watch the whole thing. Just have it on the.
Oh my God, he's gonna play it again.
Background. They'll do some commentary here. I imagine you've seen it.
Look, the guy's name is on the video.
Bro, he's going to narrate it like it's a special feature on a DVD.
Yeah, look, even Harry thinks that you should subscribe to the Ranting Monkey channel, and all the channels in the description.
And donate to Jack and myself because we're good people.
And we're poor, unlike Harry, who gets a lot of money from a bunch of super PACs.
Oh, I imagine that you've seen this video where Donald Trump attacks me on Truth Social. Let's just watch the whole thing. Just have it on the background. They'll do some commentary here. I imagine you've seen it. It is an AI video of Donald Trump flying an F-35 jet. He's wearing a crown on his head for No King's Day. And
is that an F-35?
I don't know. I don't know anything about planes. I know it's not a Concorde. I can narrow it down to that.
I mean, it kind of has the. I don't know what I would have guessed an F-15, but maybe I don't know.
Well, it's an AI generated image, so it's probably an amalgamation of two or three similar.
Yeah, it does have more of the straight wing right there.
Feces on New York City, which is where I was for No Kings. You can see it's being dropped on me and all these other protesters, peaceful Americans who are using their.
They're not real. Oh my God, he's not dropping it on literal people. These are computer-generated images, you dumb fuck.
Let's call it an F-15. Or, sorry, what did they say? Let's call it a what? An F-19. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't... Definitely a goofy-looking F-18. Yeah, don't worry. Harry knows all about the military. He's manly.
First Amendment right to protest against him. And this was actually posted by the President of the United States. Now, I obviously think this video is absurd and disgusting for a number of reasons. Number one, just
The video is absurd. It is kind of gross. It's poop.
Yeah, but that's
But-
the point.
It's not even real poop, Harry. I love that there's going to be people who get mad at this that are in Harry's wheelhouse that are like, yeah, this is fucking gross. Who used to watch Jackass when they'd knock people over in porta potties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why Donald Trump is entertained by dropping feces on people or is making this video. I don't really know where it came from. That
Look, Harry, look at how the buildings are falling down in the background. Can you believe Donald Trump thinks we should have crooked buildings?
Modern architecture for you.
Because it's funny. You know, the video is not near as funny as the reaction to it. That has been my
Yeah.
favorite part of this.
Yeah, like I smirked at the video, but I laughed when I watched Terry freaking out about it. I laughed when Hakeem Jeffries was freaking out
Yeah.
about it. Because they're funny, stupid people who can't take a joke.
Several members, at least the guy who asked Mike Johnson the question, he's even giggling as he asks it.
Yeah.
The chick from CNN is deadly serious, as though he actually. What do you think of Donald Trump flying poop over people? She was talking about it like it's the fucking Watergate scandal.
Yeah. That's Poopgate.
It's Poopgate. I almost, for the wording across the thumbnail, I almost put Poogate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Put the poo in the loo, not on the citizens, Trump.
Yeah, fucker.
Oh,
is gross.
Look,
that is
okay.
concerning.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Two things real quick. One, if you don't like poop, avoid the country of India and most of the Middle East because they poop in the street.
Mhm. Or San Francisco.
Yeah, or San Francisco. And a lot of those places, they still dump poop right out the windows. So don't walk under windows. Also, number two, Harry keeps saying he attacked him personally. You're seeing Trump's post right there. Where does it say, fuck you, Harry? Anywhere on there. It doesn't. He doesn't know who you are, you self-absorbed child.
In and of itself. But I think the more worrisome thing here is I think Donald Trump is making it clear how he feels about dissent and peaceful protest. We know that.
Yeah, this is how he feels about all peaceful protest. He's not mocking you guys because you're having a no kings marchathon in a country with no kings. If he was a king, you wouldn't be allowed to be out there talking about how much you fucking hate him.
Yeah, you don't be facing
And-
the hangman or the guillotine. Come on.
Do I have that where I can get to it real fast? I think I do. There's an amazing thing about the No Kings protest, Jack, that didn't get enough coverage. Oh, I'm gonna have to open this in another window. Hang on.
Everybody in there at hip surgery at some point?
Oh no. This
Oh.
this is even better. This is from Democrats Abroad. A few notes. We've changed the No Kings theme of other events around the world to No Tyrants, so as not to mix messages in a country with a monarchy.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
What are
I'm
you
not.
afraid of? Look, the Saudis, Jordan, they have kings. Thailand has a king. And you're worried about that? Oh, we don't want to offend the actual king?
Yes, in their No Kings protest, what they were really concerned about is offending actual kings.
Wow. That is so monarchist.
It goes on to say, we're also swapping out no crowns in favor of no clowns. Come dressed as Trump clown, DT himself, or one of his cronies. Think bad blonde wig, orange face, long red tie, or whatever gets your creative juices flowing.
Why did they just call it a no Trump protest? That would have been easier because you're still going to piss off the local, no tyrants, and you're in a monarchy. Kind of does imply that you're against the king. But the fact they backpedaled on that, they're such fucking babies.
This is hey, no kings. We don't like this stuff except for where there's actual kings. We don't want to mix messaging. What? That it's not really about kings, you fucking tards? All right, if anybody wants to watch the rest of Harry's video, I will toss it into the chat. I did not mean to talk about this for so long, but I didn't realize Harry had a YouTube channel. This is Harry. I would like to thank you for the future content you've just given me.
Yeah, he's a pretty big baby though, so it should be mildly entertaining.
He actually has 2 separate "They Attacked Me" videos.
Oh, that's probably his entire premise of everything.
Trump attacks me, and then they attacked me. And he's got 119,000 views on "They Attacked Me." Wow. I got to be more partisan, man.
I guess.
I'd be more partisan so I can get that kind of attention.
Oh, we should title a stream "They Attacked Us" for some reason.
Yes. That's what we really need. Okay, fuck Harry Sisson. All right, let's see. Harry Sisson was the first one in this list of videos, right?
I think so. I don't remember what order I put them in.
I just don't want to skip any. So if I do miss one, let me know.
I probably won't remember.
Okay, so I purposefully didn't read what the tweet said, Jack.
Oh, good.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah,
It's a lot easier to do that as I've gotten blinder.
Yeah, I imagine that
Yeah.
has assisted with that.
He got me tongue twisted, dude.
Doesn't know what fetishes are?
Tommy, you guys are.
What's going on? What?
The dude on the screen is a pacifier. The little guy.
What? All right.
So fucking tedious.
You're Christian? Who would Jesus knock the fuck out?
Who would Jesus knock the fuck out?
Satan?
I'm gonna say no one. I mean, if we're going by the story, Jack, this is a guy who didn't even fight back when they made him carry his own cross to go get killed.
Yeah, but I think maybe that changed him, and now he'll be like Kung Fu Jesus.
Who would Jesus knock the fuck out? I don't know, honestly.
It's a complex situation, but see, he's got the pacifier back in his mouth again.
Yeah, I see this.
Antifa folks.
You fake Christian bitch! You fake Christian bitch! Who would
Jesus said obey
knock
the laws of the
fuck
land.
out?
Illegals are
As somebody pointed out, these are the people that call us fascists online. So it's kind of hard to take them seriously.
not obeying the laws of the land.
Hey, Tommy! Would Jesus separate? Tommy, I'm a little and I'm proud. You can see too. Stop lying.
Benjamin, put your pinky back in your mouth.
This is peak mental illness.
You know, Jesus wasn't a politician, right? He wasn't running the Middle East at the time. He wasn't in charge of Nazareth.
No, they should be talking about Pontius Pilate, maybe,
Yeah.
or maybe the Roman Emperor. I don't know. There's a lot of other things you could probably go with that would make more sense from a biblical standpoint. Also, I was waiting for the little guy to go on a quest to throw his pacifier into like Mount Vancouver or something.
Right.
Like
One
Mount
pacifier.
Shasta's not that far away, dude. You going on a quest with your fellowship of retards?
Danny DeVito really fell off, right? I mean, come on.
That's just mean to Danny.
Peak mental illness right now. This is
Bro just said a mouthful. This
Shut
is
up,
peak
Jesus.
mental illness right now. Yep.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's a dude on your side less than 4 feet from you with a pacifier in his mouth.
Yeah, the dude dressed up like a skeleton who towers over him. You have very little credibility. You know,
Yeah.
they all look like weirdos.
Wearing a skeleton costume with a terrorist do-rag.
Yeah, a onesie skeleton costume, from what I can tell.
This is peak
It's-
mental illness. Yes, it is.
Oh man.
All right.
Great. You guys make
Oh
great
shit, he
content.
thinks he's a baby.
Peak mental illness right now.
He
Look
thinks
at
he's a
this.
baby.
I don't gotta walk anywhere. This is the left. This encompasses the left.
He called me baby when he got.
All right. Do we need to see more of this one?
No, I just wanted to laugh at the guy with the pacifier. It's good times. If you could throw the link in chat for people that want to watch the rest of that shit. But dude, it just amazes me how these people are so bizarre. Like, I've been around plenty of like outcasts and misfits and punks in my day, but most of them were like pretty laid back people. They're just a little odd. I'm a fairly odd person. I'm interested in a lot of odd topics, but these people are weird. They're not your normal, like, well, you know, I believe in UFOs and the missing 411. No, they're just weird. These are people that can't fit into society. And this person who's crying because they can see ICE agents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. There's not even real tears.
No. But if I was this person, I'd probably cry too, because I'm trapped in their life. Because they seem very desperate and sad. Sick puppies, nursing homes. Come on, get some tears out. Cry. Cry, baby, cry.
Oh.
Every single one of you is white trash. And then over here, little straight over here. What are you doing this interview, bro? Leave me.
Wow. Deport Melania. You realize she's a legal citizen, right?
Hate fact.
I've seen this with Melania a lot. They're like, Trump married an immigrant, legal immigrant.
Yeah.
No kings. No kings. I see a dinosaur, a bee, Snoopy,
Yeah.
and I don't know what this one over here on the left is supposed to
I think
be.
that's a chicken or something. I don't know. Oh, the nun from the horror movies in there too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
From like The Conjuring?
Yeah.
Yeah, get fucked, people. You guys are dumb.
May the rotting flesh of kings feed the earth. Grow up.
I just Harry Sisson, according to his count, there were 7 million of them,
Yeah, that's a load of bullshit.
which would make it 2% of the population, or
Yeah.
about.
Well, I think it was CNN got caught putting up video from like 2018 of a crowd, and they were trying to pass that off as a No Kings rally.
Yep, that I did see somebody point that out. That was in? Was it Seattle?
I think so.
Yeah, massive crowd, and they're like, "Look at this No Kings rally," and yeah, it was from 2018. If you're going on camera, either take a couple of days off and grow your mustache, or just shave it. Because I don't know who this guy is and if he's on my side or not, but it just looks like he's got a dirty upper lip.
Yeah, well, that's the best some guys can do. This is that news story we were talking about before we went live.
Oh, okay. The best a man can get.
Good evening, Upper Peninsula. Thank you for joining us on My UP News tonight. Thank goodness it's Friday. I'm Andrew Lawrencer. First tonight, law enforcement have left the region empty-handed after a week-long search for human remains in a remote area south of Grand Marais, according to the Michigan State Police. Beyond that, many questions have gone unanswered. MyUP's Skylar Perkins has the story on what we know and what mysteries remain. Skylar.
Okay, so this is a story Jack was telling me about before the show where, as he said, there was a search for human remains. But it gets weirder than that from what Jack was telling me.
Yeah. They'll discuss it here in a second.
Yeah,
I don't know how much this you want to watch.
We'll get the full details, but this is kind of close to me because I live in Michigan. I'm not. Oh shit! I just flung my mouse across the room. I'm not that close to the UP, and I don't watch local news, so I am in complete darkness here. But Jack, we talked to them for just a moment.
Sure. I kind of like his suit, actually. The suit jacket looks nice. See, if I was doing a news show on camera, I'd have that set up too. You could do that in like your spare room. Am I back or are you back? I don't know, Zombie. That's a trick question. I assume we're both back, just in case. Never heard of him. Jimmy Hoffa. That does get brought up. Real King is Triple H. I don't know what that means. Hope you guys are going better. Things are a bit shit in my world. Oh, sorry to hear that, dude. Hopefully things will get better for you. How's your day? How's your cat? The cat's being ornery. She wants to beat me up pretty much. Otherwise, my day's pretty good. I hope you're doing well, Evil One. These nuts. I'd like to dress like Rick James, bish. Yeah. Triple A is WWE. Oh, yeah. Okay, the wrestler. Yeah, gotcha. Jimmy Hoffa's middle name, Riddle, like Tom Riddle. Episode 2, Dad's in the hospital. It's a bit complicated. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I hope he's okay.
I'm okay. Why?
No, not you. Dangerous Dad's in the hospital.
You don't hope I'm okay?
Well, I always hope you're okay because otherwise I don't have a job more than usual.
Whose dad's in the hospital?
Dangerous.
Oh, dude, I hope he's okay and that he gets better for whatever it is. All right.
Wait, we got a birthday.
Oh, whose birthday?
It's Mikey Diablo.
Mikey, this
or
one's
Mickey. Maybe Mickey. Mikie.
That'd be Mikey, right? Yeah. The C would
it's
be
a
Mickey.
chick.
But, all right, give us pronunciation. Because I would still say Mikey with that. Maybe it is Mickey though, because with the girl, yeah, not necessarily. Happy No King's Day, guys. I'm so glad they saved up. Yeah, bro.
Oh, it's Wikipedia.
Oh, Mickey. Okay, yeah. Mickey, it's your birthday. This is for you, sweetie. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mickey.
Dear Mickey.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, Mickey. Hope you have a great one. Really, really do. Satsu, what you up to today, man? Satsu, you know the game I told you that I play 2 points, the 2 point series, 2 point museum is the newest one. They just had a free update that's a crossover with Vampire Survivor. I haven't played it yet, but what is today? I think I think Bloodlines 2 came out today. Which I'm actually kind of sad about because I watched a Before You Buy It thing, which I bought it years and years ago. And the guy said he had fun playing it, but it wasn't what he expected, and it has some problems. I was like, damn it. I was hoping. But anyway, let's get back to weird shit happening in the UP, which, by the way, weird shit happening in the UP is not unusual.
No, it's the UP. It's basically part of Canada.
It's like Canada's taint.
Yeah, well, it's touching Canada's taint because remember, Ontario's right there.
No, it is part of Canada. I'm just saying.
We're not giving it to them anymore. It's ours. It's just it used to be part of there.
Sensor said, didn't they paywall races in that game? No, they did, but they got so much backlash. They said they weren't going to do that. The stuff that was paywalled for the different races in Bloodlines 2, they they undid that. Anyway, here we go.
Obviously, after the search efforts, we did not locate any human remains.
After a week-long search, a spokesperson for Michigan State Police tells us investigators have failed to find any evidence of human remains in the remote Stanley Lake wilderness. But questions still remain about who they were looking for and what happened in February that led them here. Initially, we received conflicting.
This is where it gets kind of weird, okay? Because everything sounds like a normal news broadcast up to this point.
I'm curious why there's any questions about what remains they're looking for. You know what I mean? Why would you?
That's
keep
what I'm
that
saying.
secret?
Like you start to like, oh, they were looking for human remains. Wait, what do you mean you don't know anything about like who you're looking for?
Conflicting reports with personnel on scene telling us and people in the community throughout the week that it was just a train.
This dude here seriously looks like he lives in the UP.
Yeah, you kind of stepped on what he was saying though, so we'll have to go back a little bit. Both those guys look like they're from the UP.
Well, he said that they thought it was a training exercise.
And what happened in February that led them here. Initially, we received conflicting reports with personnel on scene telling us and people in the community throughout the week that it was just a training exercise.
Different agencies had different stories or reasons for why they were here or why people couldn't be here.
On Thursday, state police.
So if they're just up there looking for some old human remains, why are they telling people it's a training exercise, especially the locals?
I don't know. This is weird.
It gets a little weirder too.
Police confirmed the search was related to an investigation spurred by information reported to detectives back in February.
Okay, I got this. Some chick is getting divorced from her husband and she wants the kids and to screw him over. So she's like, he killed a woman and threw her out in them woods. I've seen this before.
Unsnapped.
Yep.
Received at the time what we believed to be credible information that there was a potential that there was human remains out in this area.
We've since learned investigators from the FBI and Detroit Police Department were involved as well. But
why was the Detroit Police Department, it must be somebody from Detroit, I guess, involved in a UP investigation?
That's what got me too. But when I read an article about this, the Detroit detective is the one who instigated this. They said it was a body was or human remains were reported by a detective. The detective from Detroit is the one who started this investigation. And why is the FBI involved? And why do they not know who they're looking for? And why, if it's just a regular tip, why did they spend an entire week searching the woods?
My guess, if the FBI is involved, that it's an out-of-stater who they think the remains belong to.
Yeah.
Because that makes it national. Otherwise, I don't know if we have a Bureau of Investigation in Michigan.
I don't know, but the state police would probably be the ones to do that. And here we've got the state police, the FBI, and Detroit detectives. It's a little weird. I found this whole thing a little odd, and the fact they lied to the locals for the entire time that it was just some training exercise really struck me as being like not only a lazy cover-up, but a pointless one.
They were looking for a pothole with a midget speaking backwards. Look, here's the reality of Michigan. If you wanted to get rid of a body, you could throw it in a pothole. It wouldn't be found for decades because they don't bother dealing with them, Jack.
most information about the situation is going unsaid, leaving locals to their imaginations as they tour what searchers left behind. In the area, we stopped by Andy's Bar, a local watering hole, finding one man who said he was nearby when the operation was getting set up.
I was at the campground way up at the end of that road there. There's hardly a more remote place in the whole state, right?
From what he saw of the operation, he described what sounds like the use of ground-penetrating radar. Drone video shared with us by his son shows the true scope of the work, and what might be acres of land apparently cleared and backfilled. Touring the aftermath on the ground, we ran into a group on dirt bikes and side-by-sides who helped us see the full extent of the dig.
This is the weirdest part.
I'm just going to be honest at this point of the story. They're trying to fill time here because they're not. Hey, some people took us some places. The cop that they're talking to, that keeps popping up on the screen, he said it came from a credible lead. He'd be the one I'd want to hear from. Well, what was the credible lead? Know what I mean?
No, but it was a credible lead from Detroit. Real quick, thank you, Rodline. Check your Twitter DM if you show don't say. You gotta tell me not to read it out loud, dude.
I wonder who it's from.
Yeah.
If we play it, we'll do it on another day so we can mix that up.
Yeah. What's really weird to me is the fact that they did all this excavation all the way back here. They had to have some sort of a clue that they need to be back here.
But the tip couldn't have been that specific, because this is a lot of ground to rip up.
Meanwhile,
well, it was on the east side of the lake is pretty specific, with still leaving a shit ton of ambiguity.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. I just found the whole thing very, very weird.
It is.
And yeah, the fact that they tore up so much land, allegedly, all those bald spots looked fairly recent. It looks like some backhoes were up there. They spent a lot of time and money and manpower on this for just a credible lead.
Oh, I mean, I've watched several of those murder shows, you know, and they will go to some great lengths looking for the remains, because it is very rare for somebody to be like, I buried it right here next to the barn on the left side, 5 feet from the door. You know what I mean?
Well, I get that, but to lie to the locals about it,
well,
on top, are they trying not to startle someone, or what? What are they doing?
Here's my problem with that part of it. I'm not saying it's not weird, but I also know how locals are, and it could have been his friend told him that he heard it was they didn't get that. No official source that they've mentioned said anything about a training exercise. They said the people said it was a training exercise that they had been told.
Yeah, that's what they had been told. It was a training exercise. So obviously people came up and were like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, it's just a training exercise. Fuck off, local.
Well, and let's say that did happen. They could have done that too to keep people from, you know, going out there and trying to help.
Yeah.
And look, anytime they're searching for dead bodies and shit, and I'd love it. Human remains. This sounds like it's an old case.
That's what I thought too, because usually they say body if it's recent.
This annoys me because as somebody who does watch a lot of 48 Hours, I am expecting the next segment to start explaining what actually did happen.
I know, right? But we're not going to get that.
I need the rest of the story.
Speculation from the community only draws attention to the number of unsolved cases in the region and the number of potential victims still waiting for justice.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. You don't want to go to the UP. There's a bunch of weirdos up there, man.
Yeah, apparently with a lot of disappearances too.
Yep. You want to get rid of a body, just go drop it in the UP. Nobody will ever find that thing. Is it Carapee's wife?
It wasn't a potato farm.
She's still missing.
Online, we've seen speculation about cases we now know are unlikely to be related, like the search for Starla Goings, missing earlier this year from the Munising area, and Derek Hennigan, last seen in 2008 near Newberry. Let alone...
Now, the first one wouldn't make sense. The second one would, because with the ground-penetrating radar and stuff, the chick who's just missing from last year, she'd be easier to find.
Yeah, it should be surface level. The guy missing from 20 years ago, probably a little harder.
And my guess, especially with Detroit being involved, it's a crime that originated down there.
Yeah, it's probably gang related too, or drugs.
Speculation about historical events.
Jimmy Hoffa.
That's where
You know, it's Michigan. Somebody's going to mention Hoffa.
This is why you can't take locals seriously. It could be Jimmy Hoffa.
If it turned out to be Hoffa, that would be kind of funny. But
all the liquor came in from Prohibition.
And the Purple Gang.
yeah, they're looking for victims of the Purple Gang from the bootlegging era. Right.
A credible witness from the 1920s. Sure. All right.
Was a psychic medium involved?
Used to be on Driggs Lake, supposedly, back in the 30s. So.
There's some history out there, man.
It's the reason we pushed MSP on if they couldn't say who they were looking for, could they rule anyone out?
I understand your question, but unfortunately, we aren't going to comment on anything further than just we were potentially looking for possible human remains.
Why do they keep going back to the state boy?
They were the ones apparently in charge of this fiasco.
I don't know. I'm not sure. They must have known something.
In Seney Township, I'm Skylar Perkins.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, I just thought it was a weird story, and it kind of piqued my interest, and I wanted to ask you about it because you're in Michigan. Maybe you knew something.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything about this, but now I'm annoyed because seriously, I need the rest of the story.
Yeah, I want to know who they were looking for, what the lead was at least. Like, they gave us nothing. And just because you guys didn't find anything doesn't mean you couldn't generate some tips or something.
What is this nightmare fuel you've sent me?
Nothing.
I honestly don't know if I can show this. This is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, this is the story I was telling you about. I started to tell you about it. This is captured on a Ring video camera. This was in Alexandria, Virginia.
Act like he's serious. Act like he's serious.
Do we know who they're targeting here?
Some random house.
Open the door. Who is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna call this fake. There's a lot of people who are using their Ring cameras to get famous these days.
Yeah.
They'll do weird shit. They'll stage things. It's worse than even YouTube's fake, candid camera videos.
Yeah.
Open up the door.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and play it.
Holy make her right inside. Open up the door. Who is it? Open up the door before we make her right inside.
You know what bothers me about this? Because I think this is totally fake, but this is going to cause people to go out there and do weird shit like this, and somebody's going to get shot.
Oh, if this had happened in most of the Midwest, these people would be dead.
Do we need the volume for this?
It's mostly just people threatening to kill the homeowners and trying to.
Yeah, we'll just turn that off. Yeah, because if you're gonna do that, you're not gonna sit there and bang on the door repeatedly, make a lot of noise. You're gonna go in kind of quiet.
Well, there is a police report to go along with this, and it's made the news.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll read you the article while we're watching it. Police in Virginia are investigating an attempted home break-in caught on camera, showing 3 people wearing Halloween masks trying to force their way into a residence. The incident occurred around 10 p.m. with Ring doorbell footage capturing the suspects pounding on the doors and windows of the home while making threats. Local outlet WUSA reported that Shayla Whiteside, who was visiting her recently widowed mother at the time, initially believed it was a harmless Halloween prank. At first, I thought it was a Halloween joke, a little prank, she said. Happy Halloween. Whiteside said the situation, so I said, Happy Halloween. Whiteside said the situation escalated despite her warning the suspects, the police were on their way. Hold on a second. It'll pop up. They kept knocking on the door, she continued. The knocks would get harder and harder. In the footage, one of the suspects can be heard shouting, "It's either you coming out or we're coming in," with another demanding that she open the door. "It's not even a joke gone wrong," said Whitehead. "They tried to enter the home. My heart dropped when they said they were going to take a chair and break down the door." Where'd they get a chair? At a Thursday press conference, Alexandria Police Chief Tarek McGuire called the incident a very serious matter. "They began to make threatening and alarming comments to the family," McGuire said. "Specifically, they said, if you do not come out, we will come in," and also threatened to do bodily harm, stating they would ultimately kill them. Police are reviewing footage from nearby homes and businesses to identify the suspects. They attempted to enter a residence, and under Virginia state law, that constitutes burglary. It's a warning to people: do not go up to people's doors, make threats, advance their doorways, and play with their lives, because ultimately you could end up in a dangerous event. According to one of the other articles I read, they tried to access a side door as well, and they broke down part of the fence to get to the backyard.
Huh.
So I don't know if this is a case of mistaken identity, or they're trying to reenact the Strangers movie, or if this is all fake. But the police are taking it seriously. So if this is fake, somebody's probably going to be in real trouble.
Yeah, I'm sticking with fake on mine. Tawana Brawley style, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little torn on this one because I thought it was really weird. I wanted to bring it up. But yeah, every Halloween we get some kooky nonsense going on. And,
yeah, I mean, we had the clowns not that long ago.
Yeah, the killer clowns. And that one pops up every couple of years, going back to the 80s, with people dressing like clowns and being stupid.
Yeah, look, if you are a home burglar, beating on the front door like that is a good way to get shot, and keep up the good work. If you're just doing this for clout, you're just a horrible person.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the homeowner's not in on it and these guys are trying to do some sort of viral trend or start a trend. And they just think it's funny. You know, like we see with the so-called pranksters that do dumb shit that get them shot.
Once you try to enter, all bets are up. Yeah, if she had shot at that point, I'd have had no problem with it.
Yeah, she's kind of lucky she wasn't even home, because you could talk through your Ring camera via your cell phone. So she was at like her mom's house. But yeah, that would be pretty scary for somebody home and they don't know who these people are. And like I said, it could have been a wrong address. They thought they were going to mess with one of their friends, or they're doing it for some sort of prank or internet clout. I don't know, but it's a dumb thing to do, and somebody will get hurt doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this made national news. I mean, I read the article from Post Millennial, but this has been all over a bunch of websites, so there's going to be copycats.
And somebody is going to end up getting shot doing something stupid. And don't do that shit.
Well, like Understatement said a few years ago, the trend was to walk in people's homes. That was mostly in the UK, though, where you're not going to get shot. But somebody's going to get hurt doing this crap. And somebody will face felony charges for this, because if you're banging on someone's door threatening to come in, that's a crime.
Yeah, whether or not this is real, somebody's going to jail for this.
Yeah. If they catch these guys, and especially if it was, because menacing is still a crime.
Yep.
And inciting panic, because this went viral a little bit. with various news agencies that this is now inducing panic. So you're going to put people on edge, and it's going to make people a little trigger happy, maybe. Obviously, state laws are different on stand your ground rules, but in some states, they could have been shot for this.
Oh, absolutely.
What's up, Tom?
Legally shot, we should say.
Oh, yeah, legally. Yeah. I suspect that if you pulled this shit in Florida or most of Texas, that homeowner is probably just getting a pat on the back and a attaboy.
This is so sad to say. I really do hope it's not fake, because that to me would just be pathetic.
Right?
But then I really hope it's not real, because I don't want this woman to be being terrorized like that either. So I'm torn on that.
I know. It's hard to tell with some of these because they can set it up to look realistic. But like I said, if they're at the wrong house or something, they're trying to mess with one of their friends.
Yeah.
That could still get you killed. So people are just stupid. So if it's a prank, knock that shit off. It's not funny. If this is some sort of clout chasing thing, knock it off. You're not going to get famous that way. You're probably just going to eat some lead. People are just fucking crazy these days. I don't know. Maybe they were protesting Trump. Who fucking knows anymore?
I didn't realize when I watched this clip, this is from the same area that the clip we watched a moment ago was from. Because there's Snoopy, there's the bee.
Yeah.
There's the weird chicken thing. Okay.
The weird chicken thing.
This is a clip that I saw yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
And it just blew my fucking mind.
This is the ICE facility that
This is as high as it goes. Sorry, guys. It's as loud as it gets.
has been at the center of protests for months. President Trump argues that the National Guard is needed here to protect ICE agents and other federal law enforcement. But local leaders say federal immigration operations are escalating tensions.
Trump says that we need federal officers there to protect the ICE folks, but the local leaders say deporting people's the problem.
Maybe the criminal illegals are the problem.
Do you remember it wasn't that long ago, Jack? About a year now, where they were telling us it was impossible to get rid of all these illegals.
Yeah, yet they're deporting like 3,000 a day. It's pretty awesome.
And now they're like, can you believe he's doing this thing we said couldn't even be done?
Yeah, it's like a miracle worker. It's like complaining like, can you believe Jesus resurrected that dead guy?
Right.
In Portland, we went along as ICE agents arrested Eduardo Ochoa Reyes. He was just released from Oregon State Prison after serving time for manslaughter.
So he went to a protest?
No. This is one of the things that they're upset about. He rode along with them on picking this guy up. They're saying that the reason people are angry is that they're deporting a guy who just got out of prison for manslaughter.
I don't want murderers around me. As a general rule. I mean, that seems like something that you don't really want in your country as a illegal immigrant who kills people.
Their whole thing has been only the violent ones. But not the rapists or manslaughterers.
Yeah, why is it that all their heroes turn out to be like degenerate criminals? This isn't somebody who defended themselves in a fight. He went to prison for...
ICE says he's a Mexican national in the U.S. illegally. Across the country, arrests like these at workplaces and parking lots, some involving...
Arrests like these where they're picking up somebody for manslaughter? I'm okay with that.
Well, yeah, he's not supposed to be here to begin with. And then he killed somebody here? Come on. Did you see the guy that people were bitching because he's getting deported to Mexico, where he was wanted for murder? They're like, you're sending him to prison in Mexico. Yeah, he's wanted there.
Immigrants with no criminal record have sparked protests and some confrontations.
I love that he starts out with the guy from manslaughter, and they're like, and people with no criminal record. All right. I just want to reiterate this point. I do not give a fuck if they come over here legally and never break another law. I don't care.
Yeah, they broke a primary law by coming here illegally.
As I said on Twitter, send them back to their country so they can help keep the crime stats there down. Let them go be good people in their home fucking country.
Well, was it you that posted about somebody that had been here for 40 years illegally?
Oh, it's in this article.
Oh, okay.
Or in this story, yeah.
Marcus Charles.
Although, if I remember correctly, it's not a specific person, but we'll get to it.
Heads ISIS deportation unit. He says protesters are putting agents at risk.
Big source of the tension is the fact that there's people out there posting irresponsible messages out in social media. Some local politicians stating the same, that we're fascists, we're Nazis.
ISIS critics say the agency's operations have become too heavy-handed and indiscriminate.
Indiscriminate. They're removing all of the illegals. It's their job, man.
Yeah, that's not indiscriminate. They're not like you on the corner. Get in the van. No, they're still targeting illegals.
Currently, the practices in our nation are just breeding fear.
Portland pastor Mark Knudsen has made his church a sanctuary for immigrants facing deportation.
It's not us to have people come in armed, no identification, masks, pulling up.
Everybody they showed had police written across their thing.
I think this guy's place should be raided next.
People from their kids.
And this is why you feel people are scared and angry.
Scared and angry because it should not be happening.
One, it should be happening. It should have been happening all along. The people who are out there protesting aren't scared. If they were scared, they wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah. Well, in a sense, he's right. It should be happening because these people shouldn't be here.
No.
But Charles says his agents have a clear directive from the Trump administration.
We're going to arrest you if you're here illegally in the country. However, we're not going to target you necessarily unless you have committed a crime.
But you would arrest that person even if that individual does not have a criminal record?
Yes, 100%. If you're here.
Wait, you're going to arrest people even if they don't have a criminal record and they're breaking the law? You're going to arrest them?
Oh my God. It's almost like it's a crime to be illegal.
I don't have a criminal record, Jack.
Yeah, but you're not here legally either.
No. But if I say went and knocked over a convenience store, they'd likely come arrest me, even though I don't already have a criminal record.
What?
The whole thing about they don't have a criminal record, it doesn't matter. They're here illegally. That is a crime. Get out.
Yeah,
just leave.
They're continuing to commit the crime by still being here illegally.
They have this real thing about criminal record or a violent felony on their record that it ignores the whole here illegally part.
Yeah. Well, they got to shift the focus somehow.
It doesn't matter if they come here illegally and then spend the next 50 years doing nothing but feeding soup to homeless people. They're still here illegally.
Illegally in the United States, we will arrest you.
And even if that person has been here for 40 years?
Yes. Yeah.
There's where the 40 years things come. Because this fucking reporter, wait, they've been here for 40 years with no criminal. You'd arrest them? Yeah. Getting away with it for 40 years doesn't make it okay, shithead.
Yeah, we've charged elderly people with murder who murdered somebody decades before because that's a crime.
We do have laws in this country where there's a statute of limitations.
We
However, the statute of limitations only kicks in after you've stopped doing the crime. So I let's say I'm just throwing out these terms. You'd have to look up local laws and shit like that. But let's say in your state there's a statute of limitations on we can actually use a good one with the dude from the FBI, what's his name, who just got indicted, Comey.
Oh yeah.
There's a statute of limitations on lying to Congress. He lied to Congress 5 years ago. If you haven't been caught within 5 years, you're fine. We was all right. Fuck it. He lied to Congress 5 years ago. But if you're actively lying to them at the time, you can't be like, but there's a statute of limitations for this law. You have to stop doing the crime for the statute, for the time frame of a statute of limitations to start. And they are breaking that law every millisecond that they're in this country. They are breaking our immigration laws.
Yep.
They never stop that crime.
ICE also arrested the son of
Yellow
the man
car's mine.
taken into custody, saying he interfered with the arrest. And across the country, Jerica, federal data shows that 46% of ICE detainees do not have a criminal record.
I don't care. 46% of ICE detainees don't have a record.
So they're still here illegally. That's what matters.
I love that that less than half of them don't have a criminal record. That means more than half of them do. Take that and make it a representative sample of the entire illegal community.
Yeah.
Even using the nicest numbers you have, the only 11 million in here illegally bullshit, that's still 6 million criminals.
That's a lot of criminals, Monkey.
With records. They're all criminals.
Yeah,
but
that
6
just means they
million
got caught.
with other crimes on their record.
Yeah.
And
And how many of them are committing identity theft or welfare fraud?
It's astounding me. But what if they've been here 40 years? Well, then we should have caught them sooner. That's the real thing. All right. The last thing I wanted to talk about, Jack, was this here. It's an update to the whole TwitchCon thing that we watched the other day where that girl got molested in front of everyone.
Yeah.
That wasn't even Twitch security that pushed that guy off her. That was still her security.
Yeah, that's the guy she hired. They're probably banning him too.
It's okay though, guys, because Twitch has banned that guy from Twitch and TwitchCon. So everything's okay because Twitch has a zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community.
Yet they originally only gave him a 30-day ban.
Yes.
So now they have zero tolerance because it blew up in their face. Did you watch that Dan Clancy clip I sent you?
I didn't watch it when you sent it. I'd seen it already.
Okay.
Let's pull that up for you guys. I'm glad you mentioned it because I'd forgotten completely about that clip.
God, they have handled this thing completely wrong.
Whoops, wrong one. This one. It is our old friend Taylor Lorenz. She got an interview with Dan Clancy, and it just coincided with this whole thing going on. And I don't know why Dan Clancy would do. Dan Clancy, for those of you who don't know, he is the CEO of Twitch. And he's I just love that statement we saw there because like we don't tolerate any harassment. What did you do when Hassan doxed people?
Yeah. What'd you do when he threatened to kill Rick Scott or told people to go kill Rick Scott?
But anyway, yes, she has a face diaper on because occasionally she has long COVID.
As needed.
When she was in the crowd with Hassan where somebody has to do it. Y'all know what I mean? No face diaper on her then.
No. Well, I mean, to be fair, it probably helps deaden whatever stench Dan Clancy's putting off.
If I went to TwitchCon, I might wear a mask. It'd be much better than that piece of shit. Just because I imagine it stinks really bad there.
Oh, the body odor stench would be like
Yeah.
a comic convention. Probably worse.
Did you see the video of the people going through security?
No.
Oh, fuck. If anybody has it, send it to me if you would. There's this group who's going through security and they have their little ID badges on their arms and they're swiping it through and this guy's badge isn't picking up. It gives like a green light to go, yay, you did it. And they just let him go through.
Jesus.
Oh, it gets better. They then just be like, they're crossing barriers and stuff like, we're just going over there to him. We're with him. I forget the guy's name they said they're with. And yeah, just all through the barriers, no stopping whatsoever. And these people didn't post it as a way to show how bad security was. People just saw this video and went, what the fuck?
Emiru is so lucky she's alive right now. Because this lax level of security is so incredibly dangerous.
I wonder if that was in the last Pegasus video I watched.
What surprised me?
Not that one. Oh, I watched a lot of videos today. Let me see. Is this it? No. I don't, man, I wish I had that video. It is disturbing how easily these people got through. But anyway, Taylor's going to be asking Danny about this.
Obviously, we saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Emiru, get assaulted by a male fan. And a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, you know, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
A lot of TwitchCon streamers were saying that they were afraid to come because Charlie Kirk got shot.
Yeah. And I don't blame them, honestly. Especially with security as shitty as apparently they had at this thing.
Hassan didn't go this year because he would have been putting a target on everyone's back.
Oh, no, he went.
No, that was why he said he wasn't going.
Oh, yeah, he went there with his dog and he wore a bulletproof vest because he was showing how brave he is.
No. That was the No Kings.
Oh, that was No Kings? Oh,
yeah,
I thought he
No
went to
Kings.
TwitchCon.
Nope, that was No Kings.
Oh.
As far as I know, he didn't go, and his excuse for it was that there might be stray mullets, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's what people were talking about. In fact, when Asmongold came out and said women shouldn't go to this thing because of the way TwitchCon is, and look, as I say, he's part of OTK. He knows.
Yeah, look, Asmongold and Charlie have been pretty spot on about telling people not to go to this thing.
Yeah. And the fact that Emiru did not even want to do the meet and greet. It was forced upon them so that she could do another thing in the TwitchCon show.
Yeah, she wanted to do a stream, and they wouldn't let her if she didn't do the meet and greet. It was apparently part of her contract. Real fast, so thank you, Vol Potato. Something else Twitch is fucked up with. They've taken gifts given to the people during the meet and greet and just threw them out, and probably a lot of gifts were stolen by the staff. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I saw people talking about that. It was Iron Mouse who's like, if you guys gave me gifts, I didn't get them because they threw them away. I'm kind of torn on that one because they're gifts for her. It's not TwitchCon's responsibility to take care of them. I get the whole idea, but hey, those were, I hear you, but that's really her failing for not having something to take care of that for her.
Yeah, you should have. Usually, they bring a friend or manager with them that would handle that sort of thing.
Yeah, compared to a girl getting molested in front of everybody, the gifts going missing, I'm far less concerned about.
Yeah, it just sort of adds on to the irresponsibility of this entire event.
Yeah.
Dan Clancy is not doing a very good job.
Monkey knows about Iron Mouse only because of the controversy that popped up a couple months ago. If there's drama to be had, there's a chance Monkey's heard at least the name.
Safety of our creators is the top priority.
I'm sorry. The safety of our... You gave that dude a 30-day ban from Twitch. Bruh.
Right?
Bruh. You had these people doing meet and greets with massive open spaces around them, and little cloth. This is the line you stand in for the bank barriers.
Yeah, the little sad ropes.
Yeah. I know their safety is our top priority. That dude didn't even have to like bust his way in. He just walked.
Yeah, it just sort of meandered over. No one stopped him. Cut the line and everything.
The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our.
I've been to meet and greets before, Jack.
Sure.
For sporting events, because I don't go to weird shit like this. I go to my kind of weird shit. And it was that you could not have rushed the football player. His hand was bigger than my head, so it wouldn't have been a good idea anyway.
Yeah.
But you couldn't have rushed him. And it was in a wide open room.
Yeah.
But the way that we were fed in and everything, there was no way for an event like that to have occurred at that. It's not like crowd control is a brand new concept.
No, it's incredibly old. I've been to a bunch of conventions over the years, and they always have partitions up. They kind of put people in like a U frame so that you can't come at them from the sides. There's usually a back entrance that has some security on it. And there's usually a way better monitoring of what the crowd is doing. You don't just leave it to people to kind of figure it out on their own.
Thank you, Cryptic. Wait, is that the first donation today? Ouch, you guys. Cryptic, thank you. Being interviewed by Taylor Lorenz is the low point in his already low life. No shit.
Yeah.
Well, because our let me move something real fast. You got to see his whole outfit. I know there's the whole Richard Branson, I'm a millionaire and I dress like a normal person thing. He is dressed like a homeless guy.
It does look like a thrift shop threw up on him, doesn't he?
He looks like he should be holding up a sign on a street corner that says the end is nigh.
Yeah. He's real proud of that hat, though.
He really is.
Real quick. Thank you, Evolved Potato. It wasn't just Iron Mouse. She was just the most famous, but several people that were physically there had their gifts thrown away too. And Iron Mouse did have people there to get the gifts that were to her. It doesn't surprise me that this place is that disorganized that could happen.
Her statement said that she should have not relied on Twitch to take care of that it was one of theirs and she should have done it better. I'm just going by her words.
Yeah, I don't know the situation, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were pilfering or throwing stuff away that was meant to be a gift. It's just bad leadership all around. People need to be a little more attentive to what they're doing, and the staff needs to actually do their fucking jobs.
Society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there. Okay.
How?
Wait. You got to pay attention to what he said. And if you're live streaming. Yes. If I'm like right now, we're live streaming and Hoko's the last name I see there. If I didn't want Hoko interacting with us, I could ban him from that. If we're both in the same McDonald's, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, he's kind of victim blaming here.
He is
like, because he's saying like, well, if you could ban him from your live stream, that you could just say, I don't want you at this event.
Yeah.
That's not how anything works, you fucking retard.
It's very different, when I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now,
she wasn't live streaming. She was at a meet and greet, you fucknut. What the fuck does this have to do with anything?
It has nothing to do with anything. This guy's just weird and stupid.
If she was live streaming, she'd have been safe.
Yeah, she should have been in her house.
Whew.
What happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about.
Is it? Because you didn't care enough to have security there at the beginning. you fucking retard.
You had no security there. You had a 30-day ban from Twitch for this guy, who I'm guessing is a Hassan fan because nothing else makes sense with that initial horrible reaction to her getting molested in front of people.
Yeah, the dude tried to kiss her and he was touching her. Gross.
His point is probably going to be life is scary, can't do anything about it. And I hear you. And there is some truth to that, but this guy didn't have to bust through. The security was a joke.
And she could have done something about it if they didn't ban her security guard.
Thank you, Cryptic. I don't know why Jeff Bezos keeps this guy around. It's not like he makes a profit. I don't either.
I think this guy's a massive liability.
Yeah, if I'm Bezos at this point, this guy's gone. And it's not even Bezos. There's a step between Bezos and Clancy. I forget the guy's name. Because Bezos isn't the CEO of Amazon right now.
Yeah. The only person that stepped up during this was the Amazon head of security lady, who's like, oh, hell no, you're not giving him a 30-day ban. You're banning him permanently. That's the only reason anything really happened in this scenario, because these assholes at Twitch were just going to give the guy a 30-day ban. They weren't even banning him from TwitchCon.
No.
They were just banning him from streaming for 30 days. That is bonkers. What the hell are you people thinking?
They weren't going to ban him from TwitchCon after they told Asmon he's not welcome there for saying women would be unsafe at TwitchCon.
Yeah, and they proved Asmon correct. Fucking hell. This guy, if they don't fire him for this, he's got some blackmail on someone.
Jack, let's say you are Dan Clancy. Well, no, that's me. Let's say you run Twitch and you're having a TwitchCon.
Yeah.
And you have a pretty young lady like Emaru going up there to do a meet and greet.
Yeah.
And you're responsible for her safety. Do you put any security there or not?
Oh my God, yes. Pretty young streamer chick. Yeah. There would probably be at least 5 security guards there if it were me.
Yeah. My shit would look like the president trying to walk through a crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. You have security escort them everywhere they go, even if it's to the bathroom. And nobody goes in when they're in there because there's too much chance of something happening and you're liable. They should have hired outside security for this. And this is not a comic book convention. You are dealing with minor celebrities.
Yep.
Even when if you go to like Wizard Con or Dragon Con or any of the big conventions where they have outside celebrities come in, which don't go, it's a waste of money. But they hire outside security for those guys. If Carl Urban is doing a signing at at Wizard Con, there are private security guys there. And you can tell because they don't look like they read comic books. They all look like they're on human growth hormone.
Yep.
And they will have a couple guys hidden in the crowd to kind of keep an eye on stuff. But you will have private security for the celebrity guests. The fact they didn't do that here is blatant negligence.
I would have had at least 5 guys the size of the guy who molested her around her at all times.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Helping Hound is correct. Ren fairs have better security than this.
Fucking Burning Man has better security than this.
No shit. Those guys are probably stoned 24/7, probably at an orgy, but they're better response time. If Emaru doesn't sue, it's a waste of an opportunity to become a multi-millionaire because she could cripple them with that.
I don't think she's going to sue. For everybody who's saying she's going to sue, she has far more monetary ability through Twitch than she does through a lawsuit.
I agree, but they deserve to be sued for this. And I think she should sue, but we know she's not going to.
This is a chick who had private security with her and wasn't able to bring her favorite security guard. She's very wealthy, you guys. I get what everybody's saying about Sue. I don't think she's going to sue.
I don't think she is either, but she should. just on principle, the matter, because they won't learn anything if they're not punished for it.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to do it again. They're not taking this seriously. And Amazon had to step in and make them take it even a modicum of seriousness. A 30-day ban, and they didn't even stop the guy. They let him go. They didn't know who he was right away. Other people identified him. That's insane to me. That tells you how negligent they are and how indifferent they are to safety concerns.
He should have been pinned on the ground till police showed up.
Yeah, but the last security guard that did that got a permaban.
Yep.
And that discourages security from doing their job. But yeah, this guy probably should have had his ass kicked.
Oh, yeah.
And been permanently banned. But again, Amazon had to come down and say, no, you're going to ban this guy. Oh, we have to.
I just realized what they needed is all those guys from the Gillette commercial be like, bro, no.
Yeah.
Where were all those guys? Bro, no. She doesn't want that.
Where were all the male feminists? Probably raping people in the bathroom.
Probably raping.
During this environment, we're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as...
Bro, Asmongold told you guys back in September that this was going to be a problem.
Yeah, because obviously if Asmund thought of that, there was probably a problem beforehand.
Yeah.
And it apparently has gotten worse. I am just thankful this guy wasn't trying to kill this girl.
Oh, no shit. She'd be dead.
Yeah, absolutely. She'd be Christine Grimed. Fucking disgusting.
But he just said, I care very deeply about her. She's a friend of mine. If that happened to a friend of mine at my event, I would be fucking livid. There wouldn't be a 30-day ban, and whoever decided on the 30-day ban would have been fired on the spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And the police would have been called too, because they didn't do that. Apparently, Emmy's people had to do that.
Yeah,
because Twitch security was laughing about it.
She's a friend of mine. I care very deeply, very deeply.
I just don't care if she gets attacked at my events. Dur, dur, dur.
And I am kind of weirded out by this guy because how old is Dan Clancy, you guys? He's got to be older than us.
61, I think it said. I looked it up earlier.
And his friends are a little Asian girl on his platform.
I mean, I'd like to be friends with her. That'd be rare.
Emaru, don't let yourself be alone in a room with this guy.
Dan Clancy, not me.
Yeah,
come to my house.
Probably both.
Probably both, yeah. I've loved that.
The leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be done because that's the world we live in now.
Demi had posted.
There's more work. You didn't do the minimum here.
Yeah, like the bare minimum.
Shit. I got to step away again real fast.
Okay. He's got pee. Gotcha. Yeah, this is pathetic. This guy is, there's something weird about him. I don't know if he's unstable or what, but he looks like a nut. Stop chewing on my cord, cat. I need my headphones. But he should be fired for this. This is just negligence. The liability here is astronomical. You can't have somebody that runs your company be this out of touch with the operations of things. That nobody got fired out of this. They weren't going to ban the guy. They don't understand what they're doing. What did that dude have in his hand? I don't know. I think he's playing with the little dangle bracelet thing he's got. Oh, you mean the guy at the event? I don't know. So is the guy catching a charge or not? We don't know. Last I heard, the police were looking into it. Nobody's very clear about what was in his hand. Oh, yeah. Well, she's lucky she's not dead. So... Oh, Pegasus used a monkey tweet in his video? Cool.
That's my bad. Oh. I should have peed earlier when I went and got my slippers.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you're old. Did you put your cardigan on too, Mr. Rogers?
No, I can't wear. I wear my Snuggie because like my back is so sensitive. I don't put on shirts unless I have to.
Don't ruin the joke.
I'm not. I'm making it better. I wear a Snuggie.
I was trying to avoid the Snuggie.
I love my Snuggie, and I have no shame about it. I have 2 identical Snuggies, one for upstairs and one for downstairs.
I don't like transporting my Snuggie. It ruins their pristine condition. Mess said that More Pegasus used one of your tweets in a video of his.
Yes, the other day.
Oh.
The one where Hassan in his video, he said, it's actually 2 different sentences, but the one ends with, "You guys know the truth," and he says, "It doesn't matter." And I said, that's accidentally the most honest thing he's ever said to his audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it. Trust me. I watched that. I actually saw it on Pegasus' video before several people sent it to me. Anyway,
this weird old man needs fired.
Yes, he does. Absolutely. This is incompetence.
Oh, it's beyond incompetence. It's negligent incompetence. And that's the liabilities he is racking up with Hassan on his platform, with this fiasco. If they don't fire him, they have a lot more structural issues at Amazon.
I woke up to Monkey's identical Snuggies. Damn Skippy. Where did my cat go? Get out of there. She's digging in a plastic bag right now. I went to the tobacco store and I have my tubes, and they're still sitting in their plastic bag, and she's digging through it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hi, baby. Look, I had technical difficulties earlier, and that hasn't gone well for animals on the internet.
I am going to go back and clip that at the 1 hour, 41 minute and 26 mark, where Taylor Lorenz is on the screen.
Hi.
And Monkey's like, "Hey, baby."
She's doing the softest little purr right now. Hey, baby.
Aw. Taylor Lorenz purrs for you?
Hi, Fluffy. There you go. Phoebe likes to come in my room, but she doesn't actually like to be in here because she doesn't like to be in a room with a closed door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kit Kat's the same way.
So in a minute or so, I'm going to have to let her out. Anyway, back to the dummies.
Earlier today that
It's always more work to be done because that's the world we live in now.
Demi had posted earlier today that I guess this fan was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon. Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like
What? Why would they trust him to keep him safe on Twitch? This guy was getting a 30-day ban for what he did in real life.
Yeah. At their event.
Not to defend Destiny, but Destiny got a lifetime ban for a comment about trans people. This guy actually assaults a woman and they're like, 30 days.
Well, that shows what they think of women.
Right?
But then again, Hassan didn't like Destiny, so.
Fair. Oh, hang on. Phoebes needs out. Hang on, baby. Hold on a second.
Hassan gets what Hassan wants.
There you go. Bye, sweetie. See, she doesn't like to actually be in here. Anyhow, when I came out of the bathroom, she was sitting with her face pressed into the crack of the door. Just waiting.
What are you doing in there? Are you having fun without me?
Oh, no. Into my office. She was waiting to get let in here.
Yeah, you're having fun without her.
why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even like journalists have had struggled. Like, you know, it is very.
Well, it's so secure, super serial secure.
Again, I wish I had the video of those people just passing through. I wonder if I can find it on Twitter. But the idea that this was at all a secure event is nonsensical. Like, I get it. She's trying to help Dan here because only Dan wants to hump Hassan more than she does.
Right.
And I don't know how you, get to the point where you pretend what happened here was secure at all.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is such a lax failure. Tail Finesse. Hey, Jack, what's Hassan's favorite Wes Craven movie? And the answer is Shocker.
Nice.
Yeah.
That movie sucked, by the way. It had
That
such
movie's
potential.
awesome.
It had such potential.
Oh, it was great. It's got Mitch Pileggi. He's fantastic.
Who's Mitch Pileggi?
He's the guy that played the serial killer in Shocker. He's also the ADA or the deputy director of the FBI on X-Files. You'd know him if you saw him. Bald dude,
Probably.
big guy.
I can't find that video. I really wish I could see. You would be just shocked by how bad this was, Jack.
Oh, at this point, I probably wouldn't be.
Thank you, Anonymous. YouTube blocking my chat. Tens Machine Guy here, and eventually I'll find a way to censor it. To fuck it. I wouldn't recommend putting that. Did you guys ever watch 1,000 Ways to Die?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was a dude featured on there one time. Apparently, I don't want to put this out into the world. I've talked about it on stream when I saw it a long time ago. People buy, let's call them animal parts. I'm not going to tell you which ones. And hook up 12-volt batteries to it and put their wieners in it. And this guy did it. And he's like, that feels kind of good. Obviously, with more power, it'll be better. And so he hooked it up to I believe he did it right to a wall socket. It was either a wall socket or he hooked it to a car battery, one of the two. And stuck his wiener in it and died.
Well, he died how he lived, being a fucking retard.
Right? Yeah. Anyway, dear God, why? Because men are weird, okay? We're weird creatures, and there's a sliding scale of how weird we are. Some of us are just like a little weird, like I like midgets. I want to hump a midget and spin her on my wiener like a top. And then there's other guys who are like, it's a dead piece of an animal. I kind of want to hump it.
Secure, but here's this
Speaking of dead piece of an animal, let's get back to Taylor.
man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things. So why should they trust the platform when?
Did you hear what this is why I wanted to show that video. Somehow he's able to bypass all these things.
Yeah, but strolling. It's just sort of meanders past them like they're not there.
Slip-ups or, issues like this have happened.
Well, I mean, as you know, I think you toured some of what we do in terms of security.
She called it a slip-up. Slip-ups like this happen. That slip-up, really?
Slip-up. That's a fun way to say negligence.
That was gross negligence.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Maybe it was in the other video from him.
There are instances where you have negligence on this level where if somebody got killed, some of the staff would probably go to prison.
Yeah. And I don't want to keep harping this thing, but how is security for this girl? And it's not like if she was fat and ugly that would make it okay, but you've seen her. She's a cutie.
Oh yeah. I'd add her to my love den. Yeah. She's a
And
cute little thing.
you know how a lot of men are on the internet,
Yeah.
and you guys took like literally no precautions for this girl.
Yeah, it's scary how poorly this was done. And it really has bothered me quite a bit that they're this bad at what they do. I mean,
Okay.
you put on a convention and you have an incident like this, you fucked up bad.
So I found the clip that I wanted to show you, Jack. Remember, she just said, hey, it's got great security. I don't understand how any of this stuff, how he just slipped past.
Walk away. Awesome. Moving on to a clip going viral of TwitchCon security being completely incompetent. TwitchCon security is being called into question after this clip went viral on LSF.
Thank you.
Wait, right?
We'll just scan in, and then we're meeting him up front.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did it work? Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Fucking hell. They weren't like, do you have your receipt for your wristband purchase, or like we're gonna have to have somebody verify that you have, you're supposed to be here. Nothing. Just go ahead, whatever.
You're good. Oh, it gets better though.
Oh, okay. Just see, Danny's really good at just being ultra confident about everything, and
we just walked past.
Yeah. Which one's?
Hey, as long as you walk through confidently, then yeah, you belong.
Yeah.
I wanted to highlight this part especially because we see the same barriers that were around Emaru.
Yeah.
Right here. Look how people just can't get through them.
Yeah, elastic belts. That'll stop them.
Thank you. Oh, there he is.
Where is he? Oh, I see him.
Over there.
S-Fan. Hey, S-Fan.
We're with S-Fan's team, so we're just gonna go through this side. Thank you. Thank you.
S-Fan.
Wait, under this way.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Man.
No, Wendy's would have told you to knock it off.
I mean, the security was so good in some ways. Which way?
The incompetence way, the commit a crime way.
Where,
for fuck's sake.
Where's this great security? Maybe they just were like, Hassan may show up and Taylor's here, so somebody keep an eye on that crazy bitch. But other than that, I see nothing that showed any kind. Yeah, you had a security guy standing there, but if the bracelets didn't approve you through, they're like, fuck it, just go ahead. And then they're just like, hey, we're gonna go over there, okay? And they're like, yeah, whatever. We're not getting paid that much.
Where with these guys? Okay, whatever. Fucking hell.
The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges.
Well, you're not fighting off Al Qaeda, you retard. Oh, today's world, in this day and age.
Johnny Hellcat, thank you. Elastic belts, my only weakness. Yes.
Right?
That can present themselves, especially when someone is putting themselves out there, right? And so, we try to work very closely with each creator about what they want to do. And
she didn't want to do the meet and greet.
Yeah, but they met about that, and he's like, too fucking bad. And look, sometimes you just got to get a little raped. That's all.
Anonymous, thank you. It's not weird. It's warm and tingly. That's weird, homie. But they're playing this off as though like it was just a massive crowd of people and somebody broke through. They took all the possible precautions. We just saw the video of that person not getting stopped, even though at least twice they should have been.
Yeah. 3 people just wandered in.
The camera guy does eventually go under that belt too to go up with those. So
of course
3 times he should have been stopped.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, sometimes in this changing world, stuff happens sometimes. It's kind of the bitch's fault for, her audio. Is any of this working yet?
She should have hit the block button. That'd have protected her.
Right?
and what works for them, right? So I don't want to get into
we speak with them and what works for them. What works for her is the bodyguard who kept the guy off her a couple of years ago, and you banned the guy. This is why Taylor Lorenz shouldn't be allowed to be a journalist, because she's stupid, and the obvious question there, she would never ask.
Well, it's hard to chase clout when you ask difficult questions.
Any, specifics or details, but part of that is working with creators and, trying to find them. Right now, we're definitely, ramping it up to make sure creators know that we have the resources there to help them figure out what's right for them.
What? We have the resources to help the create. The resources they needed was security, you fucknut.
Yeah, it's a little late to put security in the bank when it's already been robbed, you know?
And this would be one thing, Jack, if we hadn't had, incidences of people literally being killed at stuff like this.
Yeah, several times.
If this was the first thing and this was the worst thing any of us ever saw, is some guy trying to molest a girl who he's got a crush on, then you could be like, man, there's weird shit that happens. You can't account for everything. People have literally been stabbed to death this way.
Yeah.
And this cute, popular chick is like, I really don't want to do this shit. And y'all like, you're going to do it. Hey, we got resources. And then to pretend that security is worth a shit.
Yeah.
See how open that video that we watched is people in the meet and greet lines. Do you see how open all that shit was?
Yep.
Oh, get fucked, bro.
Yeah, that is poor planning, poor staging, and even worse security. If Dan Clancy keeps his job, I'm gonna be really morally outraged because this motherfucker should be fired for this.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm surprised he still has his job after even a few days. That should have been automatic termination. And then he comes out and talks to fucking Taylor Lorenz and says all this stupid shit.
Basically blaming her.
Yeah. Yeah, victim blaming, which is a big no-no on the left normally.
Yeah. But, Taylor, she's got to suck up for her boy. Hey, Taylor, you won't even go out without a face mask on. And you're a washed up nobody. How do you think that girl felt? Oh, man, what a dick. What a douche.
Well, and you know that Dan Clancy has security.
Oh, God, yeah.
So, yeah, he's not going to afford that to anybody else, though.
The real issue here is that nothing is, maybe they'll have a little bit more security next year at TwitchCon. But I really don't see, unless she just wants to do it for the fun, I don't see Emaru moving to another platform and suing Twitch. It's in her vested interest to keep working there because she makes a shit ton of money off of it. And that kind of audience doesn't necessarily translate to YouTube. Although you'd actually make a lot more money here. Just ask Charlie.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie's made like $30 million on YouTube and $5 million on Twitch over the same time period.
Yeah.
So it would be smarter to move to a different platform, but I don't think she will. And I don't think anybody's really going to be held accountable for this.
Yeah. Sadly, you're probably right. But that just means that a lot more people are going to be gun shy about attending these events later down the line, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to go to one of these if I was a pretty girl.
Anonymous said, I sent $7 total, and I am number one. Damn, I don't deserve that. I don't exactly know how the ranking system works for the top 3 chatters, but it's a combination of chat and donations. I have no idea how YouTube figures it out. I don't
either.
But why shouldn't you be number one? Be number one and enjoy it. This is not the first time, and it needs a completely new head. Twitch, it's not just a new head, if I'm understanding your point there. It's all of Twitch. Dan Clancy's not the one who gave that guy a 30-day suspension. He might have approved it, but it was one of his underlings that came up with that shit. It's all of the Twitch moderation team, the Twitch executive team. They're all shit, and I don't think you can fix Twitch right now. Not without like a massive buyout.
They have to have mass firings.
Yep. They need to come in and just clean house. They need to do what Elon did at X.
Yeah.
Remember when X was never going to work again? It's broken because there was like a hiccup after he took over. Like, you need somebody constantly staring at this, drinking wine.
yeah, goofing off on the roof.
Yeah. So it's amazing what can happen when you have people just actually there to do a job.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising how much could get done.
Yeah, but because people like Clancy have been in charge for so long, the people underneath them are all shitty people. Hashtag not all. There might be one guy there who's there just for the paycheck, and he's like, I fucking hate these people.
Yeah, he's the one holding everything together, gets stuck with all the actual work.
I heard Twitch users are mostly not born in the 1900s. Kind of weird. Not really. I mean, it's a gaming platform for the most part. I mean, even your massive female streamers over there mostly still play video games. It really is kind of a 12 to 20 demographic.
Yeah, it stands to reason that there are people on the platform are going to be skew into their 20s.
Yeah, they're mostly young. And that's not an insult. I watch stuff that where the majority of the audience is in their 20s and shit. It's what it is. Most people are going on to look for video online. One, there's the VOD system over on Twitch is kind of shitty to begin with. Your VODs is video on demand, guys. When you stream on Twitch, your stream goes away after 2 weeks. It's all gone unless you clip very specific parts of it that can stay up forever. It just goes away unless you pay a lot of money. You have to pay Twitch a lot of money to keep your content up. It's not like YouTube where that shit's there forever. And I'm actually shocked YouTube hasn't switched to something like that. Like VODs disappear after a year or something.
I think they make enough money off of replay of even old videos that they can justify it.
Yeah, and that's what does justify it.
Yeah, because if it was just gaming, I would be more inclined to agree, or news. But there's such a diversity of content on here that videos from like 10 years ago are still doing pretty good on views.
So you have to type it in manually. Type what in manually? Most people move their VODs to YouTube. These days, because the process of getting it over here is actually really simple. It's one of the smartest things Twitch ever did. But what most people do is have people edit it down for them or edit it down themselves. Anyhow, there it is. There's our update on TwitchCon. It's like that. It's that bitch's fault. She should have wore something a little less slutty. That's what it was.
She should have wore a block button.
Yeah, she should. I would totally come next year dressed as a block button.
Right.
If I was her.
My no squares. Stop! Don't touch me there. That's my block square.
Yeah. I didn't have a high opinion of Twitch anyway. There's a reason I moved away from Twitch. I don't have a high opinion of the people who run that place or how they run that place. But this was just disgusting. Especially after them giving Asmongold shit for warning chicks this can happen. You're like, don't go. You're going to get assaulted at this thing. They're like, how dare you say that? And then the very thing he says happens, and they're like, nobody could predict this. I mean, it's a random world.
It's a strange, just a quakey dink.
Anyway, on that note, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. This was part 2, and we still took it 2 hours, Jack.
Yeah, well, we had a lot to cover. There's some crazy shit going on in the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of political shit that we didn't cover because I just don't give a shit right now.
Fair.
The political world right now is kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for the next election to come along.
Yeah.
The shutdown isn't close enough to the election for the Democrats to get the normal hype that they would for it. The Republicans are on the high ground here, so they're trying everything they can to screw it up. And it's just kind of a weird place of a bunch of back and forth nonsense going on at the moment. It's not to say we won't cover any of that stuff. It's just that other things are going on. I mean, Hassan, there was a new thing I saw of him abusing his dog. Did you see him with his little girlfriend, Valkyrie, however you say her name?
Yeah, that's first of all, her name is stupid.
It is. But it's her and another Pokimane is over at Hassan's house, and Hassan's yelling at the dog, and even she's like, "Stop yelling like that! She's scared of you right now because of how you're saying that."
Yeah,
you know, the spoiled dog who's never afraid of nothing because she's just so spoiled.
Yeah, even an outsider can see that dog's afraid of him.
The dog cowering behind other people.
Yeah.
Like now, totally. There's another clip of him shocking her, but he muted his microphone first.
Yep. He knows what he's doing is wrong. He just doesn't he doesn't feel bad about it because he's a petulant child.
So my point to telling all that is that I'm not abandoning politics, but there are times that we talk more about other stuff just because politics can get in that weird holding pattern, and it's just boring to me at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for putting up with the technical difficulties in part 1 there. Sorry about that. Yeah, it just must have been something with StreamYards, man. It happens.
Yeah, you get glitches occasionally.
Yep. So thanks for watching. Thank you for the donations. You guys are so kind. Anything you want to show, Jack?
Yeah, the my movie review for Trick or Treat just posted about an hour ago. So I dropped the link for that. As always, thank you guys so much for the donations and the tips and all the support you give us, and for watching all the weird stories we covered today. It's been pretty odd week for the news.
Damn you. I'd gotten that Michigan one out of my head, and now I'm like, what happened? You mentioned weird videos, and that's the one that popped in my head. It's going to be years before we find out what happened there and who they were looking for and stuff. And that's going to, anytime I think about it, it's going to drive me nuts.
Well, you can think about the weird people at the door threatening to murder some rando.
I'm so torn on whether that's real or that those are people trying to get shot.
I know, but the cops are taking it fairly seriously either way. So I think they're going to figure out who these people are.
Again, they took Tawana Brawley real, and that was
well, you have to treat it seriously until you find out. I hope if it is fake and it's a prank or something, they charge these clowns anyway. Because
absolutely,
they're inspiring copycats and it's inciting panic. So I would hit them with all sorts of charges just to prove a point. Treat them like they're Johnny Somali.
I'd hit them for impersonating William Shatner.
Right?
There's going to be people who don't get that joke.
Yeah, that's tragic.
All right, guys, that's the end of this one. Jack, a pleasure as always, my friend.
Always glad to be here.
Guys, take care of yourselves. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.
Bye, everybody.
Here's a song at the end of the show. If you're a Twitch streamer and you got boobies, you'll get raped at TwitchCon.